It looks like the Democrat Party has won control of the Senate. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of Heise Says. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this article. Or, no, a few articles and a few things, because it appears the Democratic Party has won control of the Senate. So this is from Reuters. We just have a quick look at this. Jon Ossoff has defeated Republican incumbent David Perdue, and Raphael Warnock has defeated Republican incumbent Kelly Loeffler in the Senate runoff elections, according to projections by the Associated Press, ABC News, and NBC News. Now, these aren't, well, Associated Press, yeah. Their victories mean the Democrats will have control of the House and Senate in the first 2 years of President-elect Joe Biden's presidency. So it looks like they've got control of the House and the Senate. And I'll just show this image here, because this is becoming a meme now. Whenever they have one of these elections in the US states, Democrats trail off, and then boom, you get a huge vote dump. And this just destroys, utterly destroys confidence in their system. Now, there may be a completely reasonable reason why this is happening. But you'd suspect if, counting from certain locations was taking longer, that there would be a consistent push up. Wouldn't that be the case? Or it could just be maybe inner cities take longer to report. Or that those data changes over in Italy might take a bit of time. But you can see, looking at this repeatedly, you can see why people are frustrated. And we're starting to see, well, people storming the Capitol. I want to look at this. I mean, you can see here, look at this image here. People are frustrated. And there's one image doing the rounds of this gentleman here sitting in Capitol, And Count Dankula actually pulls it apart because people are going, oh, look, this guy's got a hammer and sickle here. And this guy's got all these white supremacist symbols. Well, no, they're not. They're just, this is from a computer game, and this is Viking stuff, guys. I mean, that's what it is. You can see what Dankula's saying here. The tattoo on that guy's hand is not a hammer and sickle. It's the strangest mark from the video game Dishonored, which is a very good game, to be honest. I got it when it was cheaper years after, and I was shocked how good it was. The second guy does not have the such and such symbol or a supremacy symbol. It's a Walknut, a Viking symbol. Calm down. And it's actually Mark of the Outsider. So he hasn't played the game for a while. So there you go. I mean, this is the thing. I can understand when people start seeing stuff like this and just, well, why they're getting frustrated. And people are jumping to conclusions. And let's have a look here at this article, how it's at least being reported here in Australia. So Trump supporters stormed the US Capitol during the electoral vote count. Well, here's another thing to consider. Where's the Antifa counter-protests? Some people are saying that Antifa are, well, wearing Trump-supporter gear and going into the crowds. And maybe spurring on the violence. They certainly have the experience with that. The US Capitol building was put on lockdown today, and Congress was forced to stop counting the electoral votes after supporters of President Trump stormed the building. Now, this is the thing. This is now a way to achieve your political will in the United States. We saw all the protests for the leftists all around the country, all the autonomous little zones they set up. And how many of them got punished? How many of them were arrested and then let go? A short time after the joint session of Congress convened to confirm Joe Biden's electoral victory, the mass of Trump supporters breached barricades and clashed with police on the Capitol steps. Multiple officers were evacuated, and then a full lockdown was imposed as the protesters made it inside. Due to an external security threat located on the West Front, no entry or exit is permitted at this time, Capitol Police said. You may move throughout the building, but stay away from exterior windows and doors. If you're outside, seek cover. The electoral vote count was suspended and members of Congress were locked inside the Senate chamber before being evacuated. Vice President Mark Pence, who earlier said he would defy Trump's demands that he unilaterally and illegally overturn the election results, was taken from the chamber. As President of the Senate, it is Mr. Pence's job to preside over the joint sitting. He does not have the power to throw out the electoral votes. Instead of seeking to de-escalate the situation, Mr. Trump initially responded to his supporters' actions by attacking Pence on Twitter. See, that's... Okay, I think that's a bit of a leap there on the media. We don't know the timing of when he sent that tweet. You don't know if the president knew what was going on, so you can't jump to that conclusion. This is the problem. There's going to be a lot of conclusion jumping everywhere. Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution, giving states a chance to clarify a corrected set of facts, not the fraudulent or inaccurate ones, which they were asked to previously certify. U.S. demands the truth, he said. Mr. Trump posted another tweet a few minutes later, urging his supporters to support police and stay peaceful. Please support our Capitol Police and law enforcement. They are truly on the side of our country. Stay peaceful. And they've got, we can see some of the images here of what's going on. So, there you have it, guys. What do you reckon? Think it's a fair election? Which side was constantly in the media complaining about the Electoral College? That was unfair. Which side wanted to get rid of it? But also there's one factor that we can lead to this. One thing, a reasonable argument, sadly. A depressingly reasonable one. Now, who do people blame for what's happened over in the US with the lockdowns and the virus and the restrictions? They'll blame Trump. A lot of people will blame him, even if it's the governors who are responsible for destroying businesses or for restricting people's freedoms or botching up the handling of this pandemic. It's the governors that have stuffed it up in many ways, or the local mayors. But that doesn't matter. As the big leader, you take it, so Trump will cop it. Now, who didn't allow people to get their $2,000 check, their free money? It was Trump. I completely understand why he didn't allow it, but they don't. You got to remember, these people don't care about all the other garbage they had attached to that proposal, all the things they were sneaking in, millions of dollars for all this stuff overseas. They just wanted their $2,000. So could that be why they voted in this way? How many people are low information voters that don't understand what's going on and just getting frustrated? That's one thing you have to consider as well. So there we have it. Let's have a look at trading economics just to see how the market is responding to all of this. People storming the capital. Oh, look at that. Dow Jones is up. S&P 500 is up. Oh, Nasdaq is down 100. What's the US dollar? Sitting at 78 Australian cents. There you go. Oh, Dow Jones is all-time high. S&P 500 is an all-time high. The Nasdaq is at, not quite an all-time high. Not quite. The US dollar is going down in a lot of currencies. Good old Aussie. What about our favourite? How's gold doing? 19.20, silver 27.28. And let's have a look at good old Bitcoin. 36,000. It's heading to 40. People are getting worried. Is Bitcoin now where people are diving to due to fear? So there we have it, guys. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and want to support the content I create here, there's a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Aussie Broadband. You can buy a merch from Heise Says. You can support us using Gold Pass or PayPal. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.